Your favorite grant writer, small business development coach, 71% successful superior grant writer, honey, okay? So let's get in here and talk about what's going on in these business streets. Today, I want to talk about how you could potentially win my grant. I'm giving away $500 to each city that I'm going to. So I'll explain to that more in detail as we get deeper into this particular live stream. So welcome in, friend. I'm so happy that you are in here. Happy Monday, money making Monday. All right, so many of you guys are developing your companies. You've already started, you got your LLC, you already are getting yourself either into e-commerce, no matter what particular product or services you would decide that you want to get into, right? So let's think about it. Let's talk about one. I'm going to bring you guys the whole grant spiel too, but also I want to elaborate a little bit more on grants and also why you should actually go for grant funding, okay? Then we'll talk about a grant you can potentially apply for right now, and then we'll go into my $500 giveaway. All right, so you know I got my handy dandy laptop. Hey friends, welcome in. Okay, so when you are starting a business with grant funding, there is grants out here that they will give you the money to start your business, no matter what stage you are in your company. So there's levels to this, right? There's levels to this, friend, right? You got different stages in what you're doing. When you are in the idea stages, that's when you just thought about the idea, you dreamt about it, now you just need the action plan, and then you need the capital. It's stages to this. There are grants out here that you can apply to. No matter what stage you are, you can qualify for that opportunity and you'll be able to apply. You feel me? So boom. With this grant, all right, with my giveaway and also a grant I'm going to bring to you guys, I want to just school you a little bit about grant funding and then we'll get into it. All right, so if this is your first time here, welcome in, friend. I'm Superior Shelbie. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I've helped a lot of startups and small businesses start a business and scale off of getting grant funding. Grants is free money that you don't have to pay back. No credit checks, no personal information needed. Okay, so you can get this free money either from like the US government, you can get this money from like the Treasury and the Presidential Administration. You can get this money from Fortune 500 companies like Walmart, Amazon, and Tesla. And you can also get this free money from like federally certified nonprofit organizations like Hello Skip. Now, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Hello Skip. Now, I don't work for those folks. I don't. That's a nonprofit. I'm for profit all day, friend. However, a lot of y'all are just starting your grant writing journey. So I want you all to understand how to navigate through it. So I got my laptop here. Trust me, I'm going to pull it up, friend, and I'm going to show you how good this platform is and why you should have it. First of all, it's a free platform. Second of all, you ain't got nothing to lose but to apply for these opportunities. You know what I mean, friend? Okay, so let's get down to it. Hey, everybody. Hey, I see y'all in the... I love when my friends come in. Hey, y'all. All right, so free money you can get from those organizations. 4 different ways you can get approved of a grant. One way is through a pitch competition like Shark Tank. Another way is through a judgment where they're reading the answers on the application. They're choosing the best candidates. The third way is through a random raffle or a drawing. And the fourth way is through a first come, first serve opportunity. If y'all want the first come, first serve opportunities, then you need to get what's called the UEI number. All right. The UEI number is the unique entity identification number. It's a 12-digit code that identifies your business when you are applying for government opportunities like government contracts and government grants. So you need this free. You can go get it right now. Go to sam.gov and do the whole thing. I have a $30 course on how to get the UEI number, okay? So you can purchase that too through Etsy. Now, once you have that UEI number, then you want to register yourself for grants.gov and you want to sign up for like grantwatch.com. Those are the 2 search engines that I mainly use to find grants and apply for them. Okay, grants.gov is more governmental website. This is where you need to make sure you have your business ducks in a row. The things that you definitely should have before you apply for these more guaranteed grant opportunities on the government side, you need to have your LLC. You need to have your EIN number. You need to have your website developed. You need to have a business plan. And sometimes you need to have like a logo and a pitch deck. You got to have the business foundational stuff together, the administration stuff together, because it shows that you are committed to the business plan. You are committed to the business goals, right? That's the purpose of that. Now, the $750,000 grant, I was able to get someone who won, a black man, last year in March of 2023. It took us a while to apply for that grant. I want to give y'all some reassurance on these grant writing opportunities too. Not all grants is a cute little 4-question application like how we just applied for the Hello Skip $15,000 entrepreneur grant. That was a 4-question application. There's a lot of grants, especially on the government guaranteed grant, first come, first serve situation. Those opportunities can take you a while. With the $750,000 grant that I applied for my client last year, first off, in January, by the end of January, we had to submit what's called a LOI. LOI is an acronym for letter of intent, okay? And then, yeah, and it's in here, the 750K, you can actually see the video, the short. So go through my shorts and I have proof, okay? I got proof, straight up. So you had to submit a letter of intent, right? Because they want to know what are your intentions when you are requesting this type of funding. He was requesting the full amount, which is the cap, the 750K. So he had to really submit a thorough letter that says what we intend to do with this money. What we intend to do with this money is A, B, C, and D, right? After submitting the letter of intent, we had to wait on them to approve it. Once they approved the letter of intent and said, okay, we feel like you are good enough to go ahead and apply for this grant opportunity, then we applied. After we applied, we still had to wait. We still had to wait weeks, honestly, about 2.5 weeks before any status had changed within the grant. It's like called a workspace in grants.gov, right? Inside of your dashboard. After that, we still had to wait. After it was approved, or it was ready, or whatever it says on there, it says something before you get the green light. They had to review that. It took them forever. It's like stages to this, right? And what I'm getting to is that not all grants are just a simple, quick application. Some of them do take time, but it's opportunities that you really don't have nothing to lose, because at the end of the day, they're not checking your credit, right? And they're also not requiring you to pay it back. You feel me? So with that being said, with these grant opportunities, not all of them are going to be easy to apply for, but they're still worth it. I mean, you have options. I'm not just throwing that in there just saying, hey, like only apply for grants. No, you have options. You can apply for credit cards. You can apply for loans. You can apply for lines of. You can apply for all those opportunities. Hey, where Gabby at? Because Gabby's supposed to be in here. Hey. Yeah, so you can apply for any of those opportunities, okay? However, exactly, yeah, no, I don't do that. So you can go for any of those opportunities. But on the loans, lines of credit, and credit card side, you just got to make sure, one, your personal credit is good. Okay, so I just need you to moderate. Hey, Gabby in here. You have to make sure your credit is straight, and you also have to make sure you meet a certain type of income, right? That's the thing about those opportunities. So you got to get them your ID, you got to get them your bank statements, you got to get them your social and date of birth, right? You got to give them all this stuff. And then we're seeing more and more that it's becoming more and more common, no matter what, on the banking side, that there's a lot of scams, right? Matter of fact, we just saw somebody on Instagram, she's going viral right now from, I guess, the reality show, Married to Medicine, and she got scammed. They spoofed her USAA number. And USAA, that's a real good bank. That's like Navy Federal. That's up there, this tier, okay, big tier. And they spoofing the number. So I'm like, you know what, to stop yourself, or so you don't have to be subjected to those scams and stuff, you can always apply for grants, right? You don't have to just be like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna just have to like not do this. You don't have, there's alternatives out here. And now that's what I'm all about, making sure that you guys understand that you have alternatives. It's not, oh, so since this didn't work, I'm not gonna do it. No, it's since this option didn't work, I'm gonna go ahead and search for other options I could take advantage of, right? That's what it is. Yes, hey Tia, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? Morning, background is amazing. Thank you. Oh yeah, welcome to Panama. Just had to show y'all. So yeah, you guys know, if you don't know, that I don't live in the United States. I live abroad because I'm into international business, right? So yeah, with grants, just going back to that, before I show y'all a little bit of something of what I've seen on HelloSkip and just kind of help y'all navigate a little bit, it is an alternative, right? So when you are in your grant funding journey, you have an alternative. You can go for loans, you can go for lines of credit, you can go for credit cards, you can also go for grants. No matter what stage you are in your company, you can go for grants. The thing about loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, you have to develop your company, you have to show income, you have to show all of these things, right? There are some loans like CDFI loans. I don't know if they will really give you a loan to start a business. I heard maybe CDFI loans is like kind of the best option on that side, but I'm not a CDFI loan lender or none of that stuff. However, what I like about grants is if you are starting a business, you can apply to a grant, even though it's no guarantees. Think of it like a raffle, right? Remember I said there's 4 ways you can get approved of a grant. Through a pitch competition, through a random raffle or drawing, which you still got to apply to be in the raffle, right? Through a actual judgment, so they're reading the answers and they're choosing the best candidate. And then also through a first come, first serve opportunity, right? So out of the 4 ways I say you can get approved of a grant, I never said you had to have good credit. I never said you had to have your LLC. I never said you had to have an EIN. I never said that you had to provide your bank statements either. Through a pitch competition is how you can win a grant. Through a first come, first serve opportunity, we saw that with the pandemic, PPP and all that stuff, right? With a full judgment where they're reading the answers and choosing the best candidate out of all the applications. And then through some type of random raffle or drawing or something like that, right? So with all of those 4 ways, no credit checks, no paybacks, no date of birth or social needed, right? You just simply have to explain to them, how are you going to use this money? How is this money, right, going to help you develop your company to be able to give back to the community or to serve your customers? On the HelloSkip $15,000 grant opportunity that a lot of y'all apply for and that we apply for together for the last 10 days, they have 4 questions. And these are 4 really good questions. The first question was, describe your product or service. All right. The second question was, how does your product or service help your customers? The third question was, how would you use the grant money? And the fourth question was, how have you tried to get funding for your business? These 4 questions really get your ball rolling, get your wheels turning, right? Okay, describe your business. Go be thorough. Instead of just saying, oh, we do medical courier services, or instead of just saying, oh, we sell wigs. Be thorough. When they're asking, describe your product, they want you to pretty much sell the product to them. How do you help your customer, or how does your product or service help your customer? Well, if you are, especially if you service-based and you're like a plumber, right? Or you might do like cleaning, you might cut hair. No matter what your service or product is, just explain how does it help your customers? How are you showing commitment, right? And then, how would you use the grant money? This question right here, I feel like really be getting y'all turned up, because the main answer that grantors get, and I know because I've been a judge for a few of them, the main answers that they would get will be like, oh, I'm going to invest into marketing. But you want to explain the marketing strategy. Okay, you don't want to just be surface level and say, hey, I'm going to invest this $10,000 or I'm going to invest $1,000 into marketing. No, like explain what the marketing strategy is. That's what they're looking for. You got to dive deeper. And then the last question was, how have you shown commitment to your, how have you pretty much gotten funding for your business, or have you tried to, right? Some of y'all have never went for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards for your business. Some of y'all have went for those opportunities, and unfortunately you got some business debts. So you want to use some grant funding to be able to pay off some business debts. That'll help you out, right? And it's okay. So you just explain to them why you haven't taken on those loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, and why you decide to go with grants, or vice versa. Okay, that's how you want to be. All right. So yes, I'm happy that y'all are getting it, because you got to be more thorough on these applications. I want to make sure y'all are off to a good start with your grant writing journey, okay? Because grants is something that can truly change your business life. It changed mine. It changed mine, okay? I had a business that was high earning. Y'all already know the story, especially if you've been here, but it was not good, all right? And when the truck engine blew, that's when everything else blew. My credit, everything went downhill. It went downhill, but I applied for grants and I was able to break even though I didn't get my credit back to where it needed to be. I was able to break even and I wasn't in debt, right? I didn't end that year in debt, so that's good. But I had to sell the truck and sell the trailer because, honey, the truck industry is not an easy cookie cutter industry at all. So salute to y'all who is in the trucking industry, okay? But grants, so, take the alternatives that you have in front of you. If you guys don't have the time to apply, this is why I like the Hello Skip platform. Like I said, I don't work for these folks, but I just simply like what they're doing because they're really showing commitment to, people who want to start a business and scale. So let me show y'all a little bit of this platform so you can kind of know how to navigate it. And then also how easy it is for them to actually apply for grants for you, okay? So they have like their own part in here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and log in, but they have like their own side to this thing. Oh, what's going on with my internet? Let it load, let me let it load. Hey y'all, I see y'all in here. LLC, you are responsible because unless you're a multimillionaire, 750K grant doesn't seem ideal. Yeah, so that's just it. And I'm happy that you said that because that particular client was already making income, right? So that's government grants. Good job. So that's a government grant opportunity. With the government grant opportunities, those are more like guaranteed opportunities, right? Kind of like a first come, first serve type of situation. This was through the Minority Business Development Agency. So how the 750K came about, we had what's called the SSBCI, the State Small Business Credit Initiative Program. This program came post-pandemic by the presented to us by the presidential Biden administration. And they funded hundreds of millions of dollars into this particular project to give small business owners the alternative or the opportunity to get like grant funding. However, or loan opportunities. It's called the SSBCI, right? The State Small Business Credit Initiative Program. I did a video about this when it first came out, and I was very thorough. Now, what happened was they took that money that was in that program and they dispersed that money to different institutions, fintech banks, and nonprofit organizations, right? Like Hello Alice and like the Minority Business Development Agency and like the SBA. And also like the banks. So Citizens Bank definitely got a big amount from out of that. Citizens Bank, and I think it was Wells Fargo and a few other banks. So what happens is we have to apply for the opportunity. You can't directly go to the presidential administration and apply for the SSBCI. That's not how that worked. You had to either apply for that type of funding, and it came up under the banks. The banks called it the Capital Outreach Program. You might have saw that. Or some type of capital readiness program, right? That's what the banks were calling it. On the grant side, it was just SBA grant, SSBCI grant, or it was just a grant for however, but the funding organization, which is the Minority Business Development Agency, they got to give out the grant however they see, right? So the Minority Business Development Agency got hundreds of millions of dollars to be able to give out to small business owners, particularly seasoned business owners. They were looking for someone who was in business at least 2 years or more, that had a certain type of annual revenue, and that can show proof of their bootstrap or their investment. My client who won the 750K grant, they had already invested well over $60,000 into their like administration and their development. They were creating an app. They were also in the tech world. In the tech world, we also know that it's such a high demand type of industry right now that even a lot of like banks and stuff, they're funding tech companies like nothing because tech is in right now. So we applied for the grant. It took us a few weeks, right? But by the end of March, we finally got approved and we were ecstatic, super happy about it, and he was able to take that money. Now, they broke it up in parts. They didn't just give you the 750K up front. No. That's not how that worked. It went in different phases. So phase one, we're going to see how you do with this particular cut of the check. And then if you show some type of development and progress, then we'll go ahead and release the rest of the funds. That's just kind of how that will work, okay? That's just for that particular grant. Not all of them work like that, okay? Not all of them work like that. Not all government grants work like that. But that was just for that $750K grant. So when you say, well, it seems like you got to be a millionaire, don't have limiting beliefs, because I was able to get a startup company hundreds of thousands of dollars as well, right? So, don't have limiting beliefs. There are literally grants out here, right? On-ramp education, on-ramp education is one that they will give you like $100,000 to start a business. They'll give you $100,000 to start a business. However, sometimes they'll either want 6% equity in your company, or they want you to do some type of like small business development coaching program for like 12 or 14 or 16 weeks. So each grant has its own requirements. Each grant has its own, workflow or flow for it. Okay, but it's still worth it because it's free money. And it's unlimited amounts of funding that you could potentially get too, right? So this is why like seasoned businesses, they hire persons like me, right, to apply for the grant for them, because it can be very time consuming and it can require a lot of, paperwork to get it done for those government grant opportunities. But when we're talking about like really the startup grants and like the sponsored grants, like the grants that DoorDash gives out and the grants that FedEx give out and the NBA and all these other places, those grants are simple applications we put in online. We put them in online. Once we submit the application online, we want to give the grantors at least 30 days after the deadline date to send us an email to tell us we were selected. Okay, so those grants are easier to apply for, and those are majority of the grants that I actually talk about here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I was trying to get to my thing here, but I'm like, what? I don't know why I can't connect to the Wi-Fi in here. Let me see. All right, looks like we're connecting. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna log in here. So yeah, that's how it works. So do y'all have any questions about what I just went over before we move to this next part? Any questions on grants, what a grant is, things like that? I'll answer your questions before I go on to this next part. Yes, you're welcome. I'm going to look into your channel some more good info. Thank you, Darshan. Welcome in, friend. Hey, friend. It's so nice to meet you. Peace, Shelbie. Hey, lovely. Finally, a woman talking about business instead of shaking ass on the camera. Thank you for being a wholesome representation. Oh, yes, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. When you, limiting beliefs is a real thing. I keep talking about this, but it's really a big part of the programming. When you have limiting beliefs, you don't really know what's going on outside of your environment or outside of what you are comfortable with, right? So limiting beliefs is something that I feel like a lot of Americans suffer from, because that goes into the whole programming. For example, the idea of not believing that you can possibly win a free grant opportunity because you feel like you got to meet these certain type of standards, or you have limiting beliefs so you don't believe in it, right? You don't believe that you can get a grant opportunity because you never heard of it before, because your surroundings will never tell you some shit like that because you live in a crab bucket. You understand? Limiting beliefs really keeps you in that stage that you at. You got to open your mind, and you have to really broaden your horizons, or just open your eyes to things and accept a higher learning, accept a higher stage, accept development, accept all of that. But when you are accepting that, you also have to accept accountability. And it's okay. Some people can't sit with the idea of, oh, I can't believe I thought like that, or I'm thinking like this. And when they realize and that they are aware of the way they've been thinking, especially if you have been negatively thinking a lot, right? When you realize how you've been thinking negatively and how you could have been talking positively to yourself the whole entire time to make some shit shake, when you realize that, Some people cannot face that adversity. Some people can't take accountability for it. Some people feel like, oh, nah, and I'm going to just stay where I'm at because I ain't trying to, because if I think higher or if I think deeper, then I have to take accountability for my awareness. And when I take accountability for my awareness, now comes execution, action steps. What you going to do about it? Now that you're aware, and now that you understand the way that you've been thinking, now that you understand that you have limiting beliefs, what you going to do about it? Are you going to surround yourself with the right type of people so you can develop your mindset? Or are you going to stay in this crab bucket or in the stage that you at because you're comfortable? Future said, bitch, don't get too comfortable. Future said that. I'm just saying, that's your favorite rapper. Future said that. Don't get too comfortable. Matter of fact, from the words of Lil Wayne and Babyface, baby girl, don't you ever get too comfortable. Don't get comfortable, babe. Because this ain't that type of situation. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable when you are consistently developing. In business, it ain't like, oh, we got this business model, we're going to buy shit and we're going to sell shit. Like, no, it's not simple. Everybody's entrepreneur journey is different. Everybody's entrepreneurial journey is different, right? Because everybody's mindset and backgrounds are different too. I'm just saying, everybody's backgrounds and mindset is different too. Some people believe that I am a harsh, bullish. They think I'm mean. They think I'm bullish. Let me tell y'all something. I'm 5'1", 140 pounds. I'm gonna be bullish. Friend. But they think I'm bullish, and you got some people think that I'm aggressive because and they don't understand that my demographics. I come from Miami, right? I might talk fast. I might be a little bit, aggressive, or really, for me, I think I'm passionate about what I talk about. But some people can't get jiggy with that, you see? And that's okay. Maybe I'm not the coach for them. They can get with somebody else who's a little bit more soft-spoken or more, more tailored to them. I ain't for everybody. I get it. That goes for the same thing with developing your company. Every business model is not for everybody. Everything that somebody else is doing, that you see somebody else doing on social media, is not for everybody. So do not limit yourself to only, y'all have some amazing ideas. God be blessing some of y'all with some dreams that be out of this world, but you just don't believe, and you have to really take that dream and bring it to reality for real. What you think I be doing out here? I haven't worked a job in 8 years. I'm going on a decade with this. And now I'm living abroad. Every day I wake up in another country shows me that, one, God is real. Every day I wake up in another country, it shows me that God is real. And two, it shows me that, it reminds me, never have limiting beliefs, Shelbie. Don't you ever put a limit on your beliefs, because look where you at. Look where you at. Let me show y'all. I'm sitting at a table. This, look at this. You can't have limiting beliefs. You can't have limiting beliefs, or you ain't gonna be able to enjoy your greatest version of yourself. You feel me? And I'm just a young girl from Florida, I'm really from the trenches. You feel me? I'm from a city where they automatically, as a black woman, as a black individual, if you say you from Miami, you automatically labeled as a scammer. But guess what? I pushed through that. Even with my exes or whatever, my past partners or whatever, still try to put videos about me on Instagram about me being a scam, which we all know I'm not. But I still push through that. I still persevere through that because God is real and I don't have limiting beliefs. Can't nobody tell me I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's how y'all, you gotta have that fire. You gotta have that fire and that passion about your business. Because some of y'all be starting businesses, y'all got LLCs collecting dust and shit. For what? When you can literally put that LLC to work, man, apply for grants. You ain't got nothing else to lose. Your credit ain't that good. Because 80% of Americans right now ain't got good enough credit to get the loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. So your credit ain't good. You're not making the income necessary in order for you to be able to pay back these loans and stuff. Don't even put yourself in debt, babe. Then these scammers is really scamming. The higher and higher technology keep going, man, the easier it is for the finessers. So don't even put yourself in that particular situation, right? Apply for opportunities that serve in your favor. You don't have nothing to lose. It's a raffle, it's a gamble, but at the end of the day, guess what? You got to pay to play. Let me tell y'all, so let me give y'all this analogy, because sometimes I got to get a little ghetto. But that's just how I am. You know, I'm from the streets. Listen, if you went to this same corner store every day, and the man at the corner store said, you know what? I remember you, little dude. I remember you, little girl, from when you yay high, and you've been growing up. And you come in here every day after school. Now you come here every day before work to get you a coffee. Because you've been coming here for so long, I'll allow you every day you keep coming in here to my corner store, you could get a free scratch off. Yeah, I'll let you get a free scratch off every time you come in here. I bet my bottom dollar that y'all will make it your business to get to that corner store every morning. Because you never know when you have the chances of potentially winning $100,000 a week for life. Yeah, I know about that scratch off because I used to buy them. You never know when you might get the lucky 777. You feel me? You never know when you might hit. So if the corner store man said, hey, Wanda, you've been coming in here getting this coffee every day. I appreciate you. Now, tomorrow when you come in here, remind me from starting tomorrow, you get a free scratch off for the rest of your life. Every day you come in this corner store, every day you come in this Wawa, every time you come in this 7-Eleven, every time you come in here, I'm going to give you a free scratch. You can pick from any scratch off, the most expensive scratch off in here. Y'all going to choose the $100. I'm choosing the $100. Let me get the most expensive scratch off, and I want it, and I want you to go through the roll. I don't even want the first couple of them. I want you to just kind of go through the roll a little bit. Give me one from the middle. Give me one from the middle, okay? If you had the ability to get a free lotto ticket and scratch off, whether it's quick pick or a scratch off, y'all will make it your business to go get it. So it's the same thing with grants. That's the best analogy I could come up with right now for you. That's the same thing with grants. The corner store is literally, the corner store, hello, Skip. The corner store is hello, Skip. The corner store is grants.gov. The corner store is hello, Alice. Okay? And we going to the corner store. It's free to go to the corner store. It's free to go to the corner store. Right? We hop on the corner store on Hello Skip, and we apply for our scratch off every day. 1 grant a day will keep the business debts away. 1 grant a day will keep the business debts away. I seen that. Shout out to Stormy Banks. I think she posted that. If y'all don't know who Stormy Banks is, she owns the Peak firm. Shout out to her because she's an amazing grant writer as well. And she said something like that, and I'm like, dang, that's a really good, yes. 1 grant a day will keep the business debt away. For sure. So, go get your scratch off free. Let me tell y'all how I kick my game. Okay, I be having my scratch. This is how my scratch, the scratch off is the grant, okay? So you know how like your grandma back in the day, I don't know about y'all, I might be telling my age. And then you used to come in from school and your grandma used to have them tickets laid out on the table. And you better not say nothing when that lotto man on that TV, you better not say nothing. Because grandma sitting there with all her tickets out. And she got to check on the tickets. Grandma also sitting there with her coin because she got a few scratch offs too. That's me. I'm grandma. I'm auntie. I'm sitting there with all my scratch offs, and I say, okay, on Monday I'm gonna scratch this one. On Tuesday I'm gonna scratch. I don't know. I might scratch this one on Wednesday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do this one on Tuesday. That's me. That's me. That's how you need to be with grants. Grants may be a gamble, but it's still worth it. If you do not play, you don't get paid. If you do not apply, you are not giving yourself the opportunity and the chance. You really not showing commitment to your goal. Do you really got passion in what you're trying to start? Are you really serious about doing this shit? Do you really want to leave your job? Do you really want to do this? I really ask these questions even in my strategy session because sometimes I think that y'all are so programmed. You're so programmed. Let me tell you something. The founding fathers of the United States of America, they did a good one. They did a good one. You got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. The way that they program Americans, no matter if you are black, white, Asian, Pakistani, or what, if you are an American citizen, you are a part of the programming, right? And they do such a well job by taking y'all faith away. They do such a great job by taking your creativity away. They do such a great job by taking away your passion. They do such a good job at doing that. And I need for y'all to stand your ass up, dust your shoulders off like Jay-Z, put on that motherfucker, fade the black on their ass and get to it. I need you to focus. God is blessing you with a vision. You just ain't accepting that shit. I'm telling you, you not accepting it. When you have a dream, when you dream about something, about you being in a certain type of car, you being in a certain type of environment, you being in a certain type of house, when you dream about that, that is a whole nother, this is how I think, this is my conspiracy though. But I believe that this is a whole nother realm that you living in, and you just need to bring that into this reality here, this realm. You need to bring that here. And you could do that. You could literally take your idea out, put it on paper. When you put it down on paper, speak it into existence. When you speak it into existence, then you create the action steps and you put action behind it. When you put action behind it, and sprinkle a little bit of that green lettuce on there, that parsley, which is some money. Sprinkle a little bit of parsley, a little salt bay on there. Now we cooking up. Now we cooking up. That's what I need for y'all to do. I need for you to really get in the kitchen. I need for y'all to really become chefs and create your own reality. Stop living behind other people's reality. The white picket fence, the dog, and the green grass, and the nice 2-story home with 2 cars, 1 van because you want to be a fucking soccer mom, and the other. That's the whole American dream bullshit that is not even working anymore. For real. In 2024, that Huxtable, Cosby, Family Matters structure, we can have the structure, but does everybody want that? No, people fucking tired. I get it. So put the energy that you got left and focus on cooking up. Because when you get in that kitchen, you really start being the chef of your reality, and you start cooking up. Oh, it's smelling good in here. It's smelling good in here. Before you know it, you got a whole table. You got a whole table full of new people. Let me show y'all this table. See, when you cooking up in the kitchen, see, right now it's ain't nobody in the kitchen. Ain't nobody in the kitchen because you don't fucking believe in yourself. Ain't nobody in the kitchen because you sitting there, you can't be in the kitchen, friend. You want to know why you can't be in the kitchen? Because your ass at work. You can't even cook up for your own dreams of reality. Nobody's in the kitchen. But when you get in the kitchen and you start looking at the utensils and you start, oh, I can use this spatula. Oh, I can use this. I can use that. And you start flipping pancakes and shit. And you start making eggs and then before you know it, you start having different people sitting at the table with you that's going to support your dream. Now you got a whole table. Now you cooking up your reality. Before you know it, guess what? When you come and you get to the table to serve, you got a whole feast on the table, and everybody who helped you prepare that dinner, or everybody at this table who helped you make that breakfast is sitting here at the table, and now we all about to eat. Because you was the one that took the initiative step to take yourself to the kitchen. You was the one to really look around in the kitchen and have the time. You focused when you got in there, when you start cooking up. That's the analogy to this entrepreneurship journey. Some of y'all sitting at a table right now. Y'all been sitting at that table for a long time, and there's people at that table that do not deserve to be there. I don't give a damn what they did 10 years ago. Time for them. Hey, you've been warming this seat a little bit long, haven't you? Time for you to go, friend. Gotta cut it. You feel me? Until you start focusing on your ideas and bringing that shit to reality, until you start cooking up for yourself, you're going to stay where you at. You want to stay there? I ain't think so. So let's get down to it. All right? So that's the best way. I was going to show y'all this telescope, but I feel like we really need to have this conversation this morning, especially on Monday. Monday is like money making mindset Monday. I like this. I feel like y'all do need some of this motivation, and you need like that business bestie to sit down and talk to you and be like, hey, get your shit together, bro. Get your shit together, sis. Because I don't know what you on, but you got them kids. I don't know what you on, but you got people out here who truly need your service and product. And the longer and longer you keep not cooking up and not going in the kitchen and putting your time and energy into somebody else, the longer and longer you do that, the longer and longer we are suffering because we don't have your product or service. Why you want us to suffer? I like this. I think we should do this on Mondays. What y'all think? Just 1 hour. Something to get your mind so you listen. It's only 7 days in a week. All I'm asking is that you just take these 7 days and really start thinking about what's best for you. That's it. That's it. It ain't even gotta be 30 minutes. It could be a little 10-minute, just even if you 10-minute meditation, just sit down. And just think about where you want to be at. Where you see yourself, where you want to be at. And sometimes when we ask ourselves those questions, we think beyond. So it could be scary if you're thinking too far. Oh, I want to have a house. Hold on, baby. Hold on. We still trying to get right with the apartment. The apartment's still empty. We still sleeping on the floor. I ain't talking about that. I need you to think about now. We have to live in the now. We can't think about what's going on in the future because shit is weird right now. Okay, shit is weird. We got AI. We don't know. We got robots. We can't think about that far. But I need for you to think about what you want, at least within these next 30 days. We about to go into May, babe. I need for May to be money making May. I need for them April showers that came through. I need for them spring flowers to come through for you. I need for that rose to come up out of that concrete, friend, and that's you. So in the month of May, I need to know what you need to know for yourself. What is it that you want? For real, I love that. Taisha. May is mine. Thank you, friend. May is mine. I love that. May is mine. I know that's right. For real. Now, to have balance, yes, you gotta work. Yes, you gotta do woo. Yes, you do. But you ain't got to be giving all your energy to them folks. Don't let them folks steer you off. Don't let them folks get you upset and you up. No, because when you get upset and you get pissed off, you giving away your energy. That's some of your passion being sucked away from you at this job. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you feel like you're gonna get upset, take a breather. Just say, you know what? Even if especially if you customer service, I used to do this all the time. You know what, ma'am? Can I have 1 or 2 minutes just for a second, just to kind of review your account? And I'll put them on hold and I'll just breathe, because y'all will not get my energy. I got other stuff to do. I'm trying to develop a company. I'm just here just getting y'all money so I can use this money and put it into my idea. I need for you to remember why you there. You ain't there. It's temporary. Them jobs is not. We are not our grandparents. We're not our grandparents. We don't live in those industrial times no more, where you could work a job for 40 years and you get some good pension and you get some good retirement, 401k look good. We don't live in those days no more. All right. Matter of fact, they're thinking about doing away with retirement all in all. They want us to work till we die. So don't put yourself, you need to open your eyes to what's going on, friend. Don't do that. Don't give these people on these jobs your energy. All right. Take a breather, take a time, take a full 15 minutes, take them breaks. But when you're taking them breaks, think. I just want you to think and just kind of jot stuff down. And when you have the time off, execute. Yeah, you tired. I get it. That's why you only need 4 hours of sleep. That's all you need, friend. And I need for you to train yourself to be like that. That comes with eating healthy. That comes with a good diet, all of that stuff. Yes. So you can have the energy you need so that way you can put your focusedness into your idea and into building your dream. That's how it works. I think I'll explain to y'all, I think on Monday, on next Monday when we do this again, I'll explain to y'all how I was able to bring myself out of like the workforce, you know, and how I was able to develop my credit repair company. That was years ago, 9 years ago. But the mindset I was in, a lot of y'all, I kind of had that mindset. So I'm going to explain that to y'all next week. And then hopefully that'll give you a clarity as well, okay? But yeah, I just felt like y'all needed that motivation. That was on my heart. I love when I'm just being genuine. Now, if you liked this, I am having in-person consultations. That's the whole purpose. And I'm giving away $500. I really genuinely love, I'm a humanitarian, but I love business and business development. That's my thing. So a lot of y'all have been introduced. I introduced over 700 of y'all to the Hello Skip platform, applied for a grant for you, things like that within these last 4 weeks. Me and my team. But a lot of y'all don't have like your LLC, you don't have a website, things like that. So I'm giving away $500 if you are in the state of Florida or in Georgia, all right? And if you are in the surrounding areas of Miami, Tampa, or Atlanta, as long as you are in those 2 states. Now, the rest of y'all, I got y'all. I'm gonna have a bonus raffle, all right? I'm gonna have a bonus raffle live on YouTube, and I'm gonna just randomly pick somebody for the $500. But I feel like this $500 will be useful to somebody who's just trying to start a business, or if you already got an LLC and you need to pay off a couple bills. I don't care what you do with it, just take the $500 and be blessed, friend, okay? Now, God said that we are supposed to give back tithes and offering. That could be in any area, whether you giving back to the church or you giving back to the community. I choose to give mine back to the community because I feel like I see more, I can see more happening there, right? Versus giving it to the church. So that's how I do my tithes and offering. Now, I will be in Miami, Tampa, and Atlanta from May 14th through the 29th. And I would love for you to book an in-person consultation with me. I want to meet y'all in person. I feel like seeing y'all and meeting y'all in person and giving you a hug and really being that person, because y'all have like frustrations. I get it. And you really want to start, but we got to break through them frustrations first. And you need somebody who really you need to get your point across. You need somebody who really understands where you at. So having an in-person consultation is a 1 hour one-on-one, but any issues that you're having with developing your company, I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it. And if I see that it is a mindset issue, I'm going to say, it's okay, friend, have peace. And I'm going to explain to you some action steps. So mindfulness action steps that you can start taking right now or right then and there to start thinking more positively about yourself and about your business. Okay. So if you want to book the in-person consultation, the link, I think Gabby just dropped the link, but it should be in the description. All right. I'll go ahead and put it in the description for y'all as well if it's not there. But yeah, Miami, Tampa, or Atlanta. I was thinking about doing another state. I don't know. I might do a poll in May just for another state like Texas, Detroit, Washington, one of New York, California, to see where else that you guys would love to see me in person. Okay. But yeah, let me see. Y'all got any questions? Y'all got any questions before we get up out of here? Thank you, Gabby. Gabby just dropped the link in the chat. So you can use this link to book an in-person consultation. So with my $500 giveaway, I'm doing the networking dinner too. So you can do one of the two. You can either purchase the in-person consultations, it's $200, or you can purchase the $70 ticket to the dinner. Now, dinner is a networking dinner. I want y'all to come out, relax, eat some good food, surf and turf. All right? I'm pescatarian, but surf and turf. Come out, relax, network. I want to know about your business. We're going to be talking. I'm going to be throwing some strategies out there. And also, I'm going to have some other people, my multi-million-dollar friends in Airbnb, rental, different type of Airbnb and rental properties. My friends who are into credit and coaching and consulting. My friends who are just into real estate and trucking. They're going to be at the dinners too, right? And so you're going to be able to network your business, and we're all going to be talking together. And at that dinner, is in Miami, Tampa, or in Atlanta. At the dinner is when I'll do the last 20 minutes. I'll do a live stream on YouTube, and we're going to pick a winner for the $500, okay? So the link Gabby just dropped in the chat. So for those of you who are in the surrounding areas of Miami, Tampa, or Atlanta, you can book an in-person consultation with me and come have dinner with me and my friends, and let's really boss up, okay? No cap. If you want to do the in-person consultation, not in person, but the virtual consultation, I offer those too. It's a 45-minute strategy call, and it gives you the reassurance and clarity that you need for real. And I give you action steps you can take right now to start making some money. Gabby is in the chat. You can email Gabby. There should be a link in the description as well that you can click for the 45-minute virtual Zoom call, okay? It's a Zoom call. We hop on there and we talk, okay? So I was going to show y'all Skippy, but I'll probably show y'all Skip later on this week. I feel like we really needed this mindfulness conversation this morning for sure. Y'all have any questions before we get out of here? Whitney said, oh, you in Mississippi? M-I, cricket letter, I, humpback, I. I love Mississippi. And I don't like Mississippi because of the show. You know what show I'm talking about, friend. You know what show I'm talking about with the stripper. Yeah, I like that show too. But I've always liked Mississippi, okay? Mississippi, the people in Mississippi have always supported me for sure. And Alabama. All the southern states. Hey, are there new grants available today? Hello, Skip. I wasn't going over there. Hey, friend, welcome in. I wasn't going over there. We was having like a whole mindfulness conversation this morning. But go to Hello, Skip, or visit the two website, grants.gov. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I'm supposed to be here. Thanks for your help. Oh, thank you, Kevin. It's my pleasure. God put it on my heart this morning to talk to y'all for real. That's what it is. All right, so I'll be in Tampa that week for Offer Mastery Live. Oh, okay. Let's do it. So let's have an in-person consultation, especially if you, after that, if you have like any questions, you can be like, oh, so let's review. This is what I experienced, this and that. Because I go to a lot of different networking events and a lot of different workshops. And listen, sometimes you just need to teach somebody else to reassure yourself that you learned it, right? So yeah, we can have a conversation in person. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go on about your day because I gotta go on about my day. Me and Murphy got stuff to do. But it's my pleasure. But I really do appreciate y'all being here. If you want to book the in-person consultation, obviously, and everything, and have a chance at potentially winning my $500 giveaway, the link, Gabby just dropped it, and I put everything in the chat, okay? So if you click on the link, it'll show you the dates. I have a video on there that explains to you everything you need to know about the networking dinner, as well as the in-person consultation fees and all that stuff, and the dates. I'll be there, okay? So see y'all soon. Enjoy your Monday. All right, I'm gonna come back on live, friend. I ain't gonna leave you stranded. All right, I'll come back on live. I'll most likely be on here, I think Wednesday or Thursday. I forgot. Gabby know my schedule. But I ain't gonna leave you. But I want for these next 2 days or so, think about where you want to be in May. Okay, what do you want for May? May is mine. I like that, friend. Okay, enjoy y'all day. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.